Welcome back to another edition of Raw is Retro. It's the 5th of April 1999. I'm Lord Manny Hayes. Over there is...
Tricep Marcus the grand finale.
All and traps. Down here we've
all
got...
traps.
Faces of Jemal. Oh
yeah. AKA everyone's uncle that's playing checkers on the street.
Not checkers. It's not checkers. It's dominoes.
It's dominoes.
It's dominoes with the bodega cat. Okay.
Tell stories and give it wise advice to young white kids who stumble upon them.
El gato, escúchame.
Yes. I can imagine you, Armando Estrada, hanging out about Umaga. Morality tales.
So this episode of Raw comes from the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. Is it still there?
Yes.
The Nassau Coliseum is still there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. That's one of the obvious ones because they go there every year, and I think AEW goes there as well.
I literally drove past it not the other day.
It was there the other day. Jamal reset and Manny goes, "It's not there anymore." Manny goes, he said, "What? Oh shit, it wasn't there."
So this episode of Raw opens up with a tag team title match between X-Pac and Kane versus the tag team champions Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart. We get new tag team champions. Kane slams X-Pac on Double J for the win. Pointless.
Yeah, he shoved him, and then he was just like, "All right, I'm gonna pick him up," and then I fucking drop him. And then here comes the other guy. He just gets clipped by Kane, and there's a 3 count. Jeff Jarrett just, I can't get up. He was old then. Imagine him now.
At that very moment, Jeff Jarrett said he needed run-ins in all his matches. I can't win clean like that. He just fell on me.
And then X-Pac celebrates in the back, but he has no idea where Kane is, but he doesn't care as long as Kane is there when he needs to be.
He'll be there like the Batman with the best thing to come up. He'll show up. I know it in my heart of hearts.
We're both clicking. There's not a tag team that can beat us. Okay, stop the count.
2 weeks later, they're still champion.
Vince is in the back. He states he'll be staying in the back with Stephanie all night long, as Shane tells the corporation that it's their mission tonight to take care of the Big Show and Steve Austin.
Meanwhile, all those cops back there don't know what the hell they're protecting. They just like,
those cops are corrupt.
He's just sitting there. He's like, I don't care what you do. I'm just gonna be back here with Stephanie. I don't care.
The corporation is now in the ring. They still have the Smoking Skull belt, and they're going to put it up on the screen all night because Shane McMahon says so. And they also book a handicap match between the Rock and Triple H versus the Big Show.
Oh, dog.
Is that the greatest tag team of all time in The Rock's career? Him and Triple H. like that.
No, I believe
so much power right now.
Tag titles,
isn't it? Next week, Rock and Austin.
Yeah. We get Rock and Austin's the greatest tag team of all time. Have one match
Ivory then comes out, talks about her beef with PMS because they are always cramping her style. I see what they did there.
I see.
Cramping my style.
Oh, wow. Wow. Didn't put 2 and 2 together until you said that, Manny.
PMS, Jackie, and Terry come out there. But Ivory rips Terry's shirt, revealing the puppies. But on cue, the underpervert comes out with the ministry. Taker says he knows Vince is watching with his daughter by his side, so he should wrap his arms around her and send her my regards.
Wait. It's crazy to me because it was like Ivory is cutting this promo on PMS, and then fucking, Jacqueline and Terry come out. fucking Terry Runnels is like sends Jacqueline to the back for whatever reason. I'm just like, you need that help. You need that help.
Nah, she wanted to fight.
Yeah, so she gets in the ring. She starts running away from Ivory. I'm like invested in what's going on with PMS, and then Arrow did it. What's going on over here?
There will be a sacrifice tonight.
Like no segue, no nothing. It's Arrow did it.
Nah, Undertaker was about that stealing women at this point. So.
No one misses the Diva era more than the Undertaker. That's what I learned from these latest episodes of Raw. As he trolled every single one of them. He had his little funky fingers on each and every one of them women. Deborah, Ivory, Terry, all of them. Right, Shamrock, all of them.
You know, he didn't grab
Undertaker then proclaims...
He thought twice about Jackie.
He did not touch Jackie.
He thought twice. He's like, that's a black.
Don't think twice.
No,
don't fuck with black women.
Yeah, she fight back. All those white divas were all about screaming and just making noise, while Jackie would fight back.
Yeah, Jackie's like, honey, I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Undertaker then proclaims that there will be a sacrifice tonight in the form of a beautiful young woman who will be taken away from her family and break her father's heart. Vince in the back with all the cops.
And the police can't do nothing about this. The police just can't arrest the Undertaker for that. I feel like that's a crime.
Threatening on television. You're caught in the act. They're back there ready to go. He could have sent them right there. Get him now.
Vince thinks he might have to give in to the Undertaker's demands, which Shane doesn't like. Which we now move into another match, which is Al Snow versus Hardcore Holly in a non-title match. Why is this happening?
I don't know, because it happened several other times in these weeks.
There's been a trend since before WrestleMania with it's like Goldust, Godfather, Bob Holly, and Al Snow, and they've just been rotating back.
I can imagine. I can imagine Vince and his creative staff or Pat and whoever going. So what do you want to do today, Vince? Al Snow versus Godfather, the same fucking round we've been doing. Just mix it up a little bit.
Throw a dart. It's Al Snow and freaking Bob Holly this week. Let's mix it up. A non-title match. Let's do a non-title.
Al Snow hits the snowplow for the win, and then Steve Williams and JR run in to beat down Al Snow and Hardcore Holly.
Yes. And to my knowledge, this might be the end of the storyline, right?
Yeah.
We don't get any more of this. No. Ever.
Heel JR is the best
JR is done being heel. Dr. Death disappears. It's just where we're at.
What a way to end
Nothing comes of this.
Undertaker has the ministry hold Christian for a beating for telling Ken Shamrock where Stephanie was last week.
Yes.
And then we move.
No, wait, you just gonna gloss over the whooping of his lifetime.
Son,
the whooping of a lifetime.
You had Edge and Gangrel holding him by the ankles. And all you see is a hooded Undertaker. Whack.
Yeah.
Whack.
Undertaker went full. He was arching back. Wow! Put his whole back into every swipe. Whenever a Dasher threatened his kids, he said they should show that video of the Undertaker whooping Christian. Oh, you gonna act up, huh, boy? Let me show you my video of Undertaker whooping Christian.
Get my belt, boy. Let me get my belt, boy.
At the end of that whooping, what they didn't show on camera is that Undertaker asked Christian, "What's your name, boy?" And Christian answered, "Kuta Kinte."
Then we move into the New Age Outlaws versus Edge and Gangrel. Not sure how this worked out because already beat down Christian, hobbles down to ringside, receives a famouser, and then gets pinned, and then they lose the match.
Christian wasn't even the legal man.
Christian wasn't even in the match. Don't worry about legal man. He wasn't even in the match.
He came down beating him badly and he got pinned. And the referee was like, "Yep, job done today."
Undertaker in the back ready to go as soon as Christian get back there.
I would love for the referee meetings to go like, or you know how the NBA posted, well, we missed that call. I wish we could get the referees posted that on Twitter today. Well, we missed that one. Christian just wasn't even in the match.
We thought it was Edge.
Steve Austin walks into the building, threatens to cost the McMahons a lot of money if they keep showing that smoking skull belt on the Titantron. Then we move into Ken Shamrock versus Viscera. This match ends in a no contest as Shamrock is captured and beaten down and dragged away by the Ministry. Shane doesn't let the corporation go after Shamrock as he thinks it could be a trap. Shamrock is thrown into a trunk or a boot, if you're from the UK, of a car, and it is driven away.
Son, they had, like, Ken Shamrock actually did mad work in this match. He even got to lift Viscera up, his big ass at that time. And then all of a sudden, he just gets mollywopped by the fucking Ministry.
Maybe Bradshaw did the worst. Bradshaw gave him the business. Bradshaw gave him the business.
Mollywops him. And then look, instead of taking him up the ramp, they take him through the fucking crowd, dog. They take him through the crowd like just like a crowd.
Yeah.
Then you get into the back, and Paul Bearer is just like, put him in the trunk.
Yeah. my thing is, the police are here, gentlemen. The police are here. Police does nothing as this happens. As we've known for the next 3 weeks. Also, this is the beginning of my theory. Stay tuned to Raw's Retro to hear my theory of Ken Shamrock and a future WWE wrestler at that time.
Then we move into Val Venus versus Mankind. Long story short, Mankind hits a double arm DDT, sets up Socko for the win. Whilst on commentary, they were talking about ESPN and ABC lying about the WWF in some story for the sake of pushing Monday Night Football.
Jerry Lawler was going in, dog. He was like, don't you see there's a conspiracy out there? It's a conspiracy theory against the WWF.
This is a hack job. This is a squad piece.
Who owns companies?
I imagine, Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia just sitting there, and then you see who's really doing this, who's really coming after us. It is all of ABC. Who is the ABC owned by? Disney. You know who runs that? Monday Night Football. On top of that, what is the station? It's called the American Broadcasting Channel. So who knows coming after us? America's coming after us. That's who's coming after us.
Tough.
And we will survive.
We get an Intercontinental title match where Godfather's taking on Goldust. The Godfather is tripped by the Blue Meanie, and then Goldust and Godfather brawl to a double count out.
Wasn't he offered the hose and said, no, I can't offer you my hose?
No.
He turns him down.
What happened was he was like, I don't know if I should offer you these hoes or not. Matter of fact, I'm just going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
In the back, Vince, the room Vince is in, the lights flicker before going out. A lot of shouting goes on, and then Stephanie screams. Then coming back from break, the Ministry is dragging someone under the blanket and tying them to the Undertaker symbol, the crucifix. They cut to backstage, and we see Vince and Stephanie. So who's the sacrifice? It's Ryan Shamrock!
Of all the people, Ken Shamrock defend her stupid ass because he's in the fucking trunk of somewhere. And now Ryan Shamrock got taken. So now, it's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Can I say something? For the record, Ryan Shamrock in her short history in the WWF has went through every single talent in the roster. Everybody has had a moment with Ryan Shamrock. Whereas Goldust and the Blue Meanie, it's Val Venus, and now the Undertaker has his hands all over her. It's ridiculous. She's been through every storyline.
So the Undertaker promises to make Stephanie one of the sacrifices due to the wishes of the higher power. Which just sounds weird now that we know who the higher power is. It's weird. Vince decides to grow some balls and start shouting at the camera at the Undertaker to stay away from Stephanie.
Stay away from Stephanie. Hey, get it.
Stay away.
You stay away. As I look at this, And I am Ryan Shamrock and Kid Shamrock. Lawsuits galore. As in, no one did anything. No one did. Once it was revealed to be Ryan Shamrock, everybody was like, oh, that's cool. We can live with this.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Proper
It's
sacrifice.
all right. Yeah, proper sacrifice. If it was anybody else, I feel like someone would have came out. But nah, it's Ryan Shamrock. Who was that? Ryan Shamrock. Ah, that's all right.
Yeah,
The lady from the Kayatai feud?
Nah, I lost all respect for that lady with the Kaintai feud when she walked through Yamaguchi-san's legs.
Oh, yeah.
We get the main event, which is Triple H and The Rock versus The Big Show. China gets involved, making this a DQ finish. Post-match, Big Show is continued to get beaten down till Steve Austin makes a stave. Rock escapes with the Smoking Skull belt. Shane puts a shot of the belt on the Titantron again, so Austin and Show run off the corporation. Then Big Show pulls down the Tron under the instruction of Steve Austin, which just seemed really lame looking back at that. And then Austin slices the Titantron with a pole to end the show.
It was just to show the power and strength of the Big Show, and at that time, like, you know, when you see this massive dude just pull down like this big Tron thing, you're like, oh my god, that dude is strong as hell. And then they talk about it the next week, bro.
To be fair, I didn't think that structure was very strong in the first place, though, because I saw Cactus Jack jump off of that, and that thing was swinging.
Well, hold on. Here's my thing about this. Gentlemen. Steve Austin, you just, fall off the corporation and the ministry or whatever we just did. And, you guys get up and you prevail. And then Steve Austin's like, oh, I'm going to call some money. And you walking up the ramp. And Steve Austin asks you to pull down the Titantron. Do you immediately look at him like, man, I can't do that shit. What do you ask me right now?
First of all, Marcus, if you asked me to do that, I was like, you're about to make me look stupid on TV.
Yeah, I'm not
on TV.
You want me to go? I can't do it. I never attempted this before.
How do you know I can even do this?
Yes. I'm a big dude, but that looks like it weighs a ton. Here we go.
Like I
look like a dumbass.
It's like going forward in time when Mark Henry was bending pots and pans with the APA.
This would be the equivalent of me being on a basketball court and one of my teammates going, now you gotta go dunking on his ass. Go dunk on him and break the rim. I can't jump that high. I really can't.
I'm sorry.
I'm 5 foot nothing.
He will get me.
Yeah. I am not Shaq.
And then the safety of it all. Okay, I'm gonna pull this side down. What if it comes down on us, Steve, and all these people? It won't. All right.
It kind of won't.
Yeah, it kind of won't. Because it's going to come down really smooth.
Imagine if that thing like fell the opposite way, not towards the fans, but gorilla position.
So
I would love for them to pull it down and Ryan Shamrock is back there like, I'm still here, guys. I'm still here.
Get me out of here.
So who is your show's MVP?
I would like to give it to I'm gonna say the Big Show because he pulled that motherfucker down, dog. He did pull that motherfucker down. Everybody else is like DQ or fucking some dumb shit happened to them.
Yeah, there was no real other finish. There was no real finishes other than
there was one real finish.
Al Snow, that's it.
No, the one real finish was basically the changing of tag team championships. So X-Pac would get to play, but you can't downplay pulling down the Titantron. So I'm giving it to the Big Show.
So Marcus,
that moment.
I am not going to let you guys downplay a man that said, fuck the police. I'll do whatever I want. I'm going with The Undertaker, who committed several crimes in front of the police and didn't give a fuck. Kidnapping. He beat the shit out of Christian. He was on a roll. He did every crime. Conspiracy. Like he led a kidnapping. He did 2 kidnappings in one night. Kidnap me to what night?
So Marcus, I'm gonna agree with you because this is part 2 of what Undertaker did last week, where he choked out Sable. Well, first he made Sable dance for him, and then grabbed her by the throat. and then he carries on that bullshit into this week, where he catches Ryan Shamrock and then crucifies her, and then no one cared.
Don't forget he orchestrated the disappearance of Ken Shamrock to get to Ryan Shamrock.
No, Marcus. And then you got to think, because he's going to reflect on this episode of Raw and like, you know what? No one cared about this sacrifice, and then he's going to do another sacrifice in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I'm going the Undertaker. The thing is, Undertaker might be my MVP for the entire month.
Yeah, might be.
You know what? The whole month of April 1999 was just Ministry of Darkness, the show. That's it.
Yeah. They were out of control. The ministry was out of control for an entire month, and this was the kind of the kickoff. Last week may have been the kickoff, but things escalated really quickly this week.
No, but the police are in the building at each time, and none of them seem to care
because he can't now get the Shamrock. That's the only way I'm gonna say her name, because the fake bitch yells Shamrock.
So we've removed match of the night. Let's just go into moment of the night. And are we all agreed? I think Jemal, yours might be the pulling down of the Tron, but mine is the crucifixion.
No, the moment of the night is definitely the crucifixion. Because you're thinking the whole time, because like the lights flicker and it's Stephanie, and we thinking that it is Stephanie, and then it's Ryan Shamrock chilling over there, and you're like, oh, Ryan Shamrock. And then you're like, wait a minute, they kidnapped her brother just like an hour ago. What's going on?
They had a well orchestrated plan, and I would have went the crucifixion, but I laughed too hard at Christian getting whipped. To me, the Christian abuse, the underlying Christian abuse in the next 3 weeks is hilarious for me. 3 weeks of Christian taking abuse.
You know what? Actually, you know what?
This week, and the next.
We didn't even include the Undertaker whipping Christian and why he's the MVP of the week.
I did.
I didn't.
I told you it was part of his several crimes.
Who am I as a Catholic not to give the crucifixion its proper due as moment of the week, as this episode comes out on Good Friday, as Jesus was crucified on this day in the Catholic calendar. So I'm going to say the crucifixion of Ryan Shamrock.
Good times.
So that concludes another episode of Raw is Retro for the 7th of April 2023. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Make sure you check out the free Faces of Jemal Soundcloud to check out the MCM Podcast. What else have we got to plug? The shorts, Jamal's matches of the week. All my bullshit all across the week on shorts.
I am going to introduce a new segment. It's going to be called the Pack It Up moment of the week, or the Pack It Up segment. We're just going to call it Pack It the Hell Up.
Pack them up.
If you're over 40, just beware.
Beware. You may be put down.
No. See, it's not just me packing up veterans. It's segments too. That needs to go. It needs to get packed up. It needs to go in a suitcase and get on out of here.
He's looking for something to pack it up in.
It's gonna get put in.
Why do you have so many bags?
That's what it's gonna do. Get it out of here.
Do you know what? Next week, room tour. We need to see how many bags are in your location right now.
Well, you never know. It's 3 faces of them, so each face get a bag as well. And each face needs multiple bags to make sure that they look the way they look.
You're going to have a new nickname for me. I'm going to be called King of the Props.
King of the Props.
King of the Bags.
King of the Bag Man.
What? We were talking about Undertaker beating somebody's ass and I magically have a fucking belt? What the fuck is that?
I'll get you.
But whenever we talk about cocaine, I always have a knife on ready.
And I'm assuming you ingested the cocaine? I don't know.
Well, they do. They call me Bear in the Big Blue House on the so.
If Manny was in the Bullet Club, his name would be he have a shirt that says a Snowman Club. If he had a picture of Tony Khan. A picture of Tony Khan right there.
Allegedly. On that note, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to say bye.